I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, and my body. My body says
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody for joining me on this Friday for lunch break. Okay, lunch break. And you see the title is Exiting 2025. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining me on this live. Shout out. I am streaming from 3 different places. I am streaming from my Facebook Jill Comfort Zone page, from my second channel here on YouTube at JCZ Craft Vlogs and more. And I am streaming at the home of Chill Comfort Zone, where it all begun, with my internet social media. All right. So what's up? Hey, just read my book. Hey, Foot Soldier. Hey, T Daniels. Hey, girl. Hey. So welcome. Shout out to everybody who has been supportive of all platforms. Soon, I hope to be able to plug into more social medias at one time as I explore more and more of growing my channels and my social media presence with my delicious meals, whether it is meals, whether it is crafts, whether it is blessing others, inspirational topics. And much, much more. So if you're watching on Facebook, welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. And of course, I'm glad to have you here. Shout out to the replay peeps. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Now, exiting 2025, and my presence, I've have a social media presence here. And I want to first of all thank all of my new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome. We have hit 4K. Yay! So my YouTube channel has hit 4K over here at Jill Comfort Zone. And I want to thank you all for being a part of it. I appreciate your support, and especially those who are uh hardcore supporters. Okay, it's been a long journey here on YouTube. Okay, ups and downs, breaks, times off, and it's hard when you take a time off. It's hard to re get that engine revved up again, but I am slowly getting there. And one thing I say is I need to find some pace. Some pace. Okay. So shout out to all of y'all for making it happen, me reaching my 4K, and my views have been increasing. And one thing I have learned, you got to give the people something to keep coming back for. So taking breaks and all of that kind of, it kind of dampers your channels, because people need something to watch. And if you can't come on all the time and consistently, or and I don't do many lives. I just started doing a lot of lives. I'm gonna say just past the past 2 years, right? of me going live. And I'm not going to get used to it because that's not my judge. I like creating videos and dropping the videos and stuff like that. So, and I will drop a live like today here or there, and that's because you guys have I had goals set. If you wanted me to go live for 5 days, I'm here. I'm here. Okay. I'm here. I promise my 5 days, and I'm here to give it to you. This is day 3, I believe. And I want to get used to, coming live, and I want to be able to bring you something exciting, something uplifting, and something new, right? Each time I do hit this button. So I appreciate it. So, highlights exiting 2025, baby. What are some of your highlights, those who are listening in the clouds? What are some of your highlights of 2025 that you had going on in your life? Okay. I could definitely mention, hey, Dr. Soapy. I could definitely mention one because it just happened. I want to say congratulations to my diva, Jazzy. Okay, congratulations to you for tipping over another milestone. Okay, following your dreams, graduating, you got your eye on what you want, and you are out to go get it. So, congratulations on your milestone that you reached this last night. It was very phenomenal, very emotional, baby. I'm so just grateful and thankful for God for keep blessing and looking over my family. You know what I'm saying? Because we got much more work to do, and I want to do a lot more work on my time here. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. On my time here on this earth, I want to see so much more growth from my children. I know that we only get a short time here on earth. And so that is one of my highlights of 2025 is my baby girl, tackling her dreams and going forward and working hard. And trust me, it's not easy going to school and working full time. You know what I'm saying? And when I say, as looking at her, she is currently 23 years old. And watching, your children grow and go ahead and tackle you know, the challenges at hand is amazing to watch, and it's a great view to see. So I'm so thankful and grateful for that. So that is one of my highlights of the moments. Hey, Muffy. Hey, girl. Hey. So that is the one of my most highlights for 2025. And so name some of yours if you are in the chat and you have some high 2025 moments that you have to share with us. I would love to hear it. Hey, April Showers. Hey, girl. Hey. Welcome in the live. Welcome to the live, and thank you for stopping by, honey. It's so good to see people of familiar names of people who you have grown with here on YouTube. Okay. So it's a blessing to see those names pop up every now and then. So another highlight also was my third annual poetry competition. Oh my God, that was so great. And it was grand. Shout out to all of the judges and the poets that came through this year. Shout out to my moderators. Okay. I have a topic for the moderators. I don't know. Dr. Soapy, do you think I should finish having that conversation in until I iron everything out? Finish having the moderators conversation. What you think, Dr. Soapy and Sassy? Should we have that in members only, or should I continue and have, maybe I'll do that on a separate live? Because this is nothing. It's a bittersweet. And I could touch on it real brief. Just real quick. So, as you know, I have moderators and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay. I do, and I do, and I do. But as you know, I'm moving in a different direction. Well, I'm not moving in a different direction. I am moving in the same direction I've been since I came on here in 2019 and started this channel. And I'm going to continue moving in the same direction. But I just thought most of my lives will be in members only. One, because I know I ran across, and it depends if you don't put yourself in different places and spaces, um you'll get less drama or all of that. I don't want to be coming on this app arguing with anybody. I don't want to be arguing with, thank you, Muffy, and going back and forth. I'm not here for that, and I don't do those things over here. We cook, we have a good time over here. I like to come on, and I will still do trivias, game nights, and stuff like that. Every now and then, but it won't be as much over here. That would be more for my JCZ Craft vlogs and more, So over here, I will be mainly live on members only, and I don't really need any moderators in members only. It's close and intimate. When I come on members only, we have a goal. I mean, we have a task at hand to do over there. We do sip and paints and different stuff like that. So, and trying to put together events so we can have fun, even if it's giveaways or something like that, or me getting things to see what my members would like to see me do on the channel and stuff like that. So we definitely have a topic at hand when we do go, or I just want to say check in. So it's hard to, one, because I'm a big giver, right? I love giving all the time, but I have to control that, right? Because if you ain't making no money, spending money don't make sense, and especially if it's not bringing you money. Giving out money or spending money that doesn't bring you money is nonsense, right? So I want to make everything make sense, because my dollars is very important, especially through the times that we're going through. So there's going to be a lot of different changes. It's not going to be a lot of different things, and that's when you see who your real supporters is anyway. Some people come through just for a giveaway. Some people come through just for X, Y, and Z. And I want to memorize. I want you to be here because you, one, enjoy the channel. Two, you want to see some cooking. Three, you want to be inspired, motivated, and focused on something. And two, if you just want to enjoy your internet experiences here with me here on any platform, whether it's Facebook, IG, Instagram, right? IG is Instagram, TikTok, um, YouTube. I want you to be here because you want to. And I do know those who are here because I don't come on here with all that stuff. So the less you go live and see it's a must. The less you go live, the less drama you get. I do know that's because you don't have to interact with too many people and all of that other stuff. People don't get misunderstood. There's nothing you can really what are you arguing for if you really live, right? There's nothing to really argue about. And so that's where I'm going with on this channel. I'm bringing this back to recipes. Okay, I'm bringing this back to cooking. My focus is on cooking, and that's what I came on here to do, and that's what I'm coming on here to complete. Hey, Candy Cane. Hey, Levi. Hey, girl. Hey. So with that, I don't ask much of my moderators. I really only need moderators when I am doing like my poetry competitions. Okay. That's my most heaviest crowd traffic over here at Jill's Comfort Zone. That is it. That's my main goal. I don't ask my moderators to do much, and I'll never plan to do so. And after just sitting, talking, um, talking with a couple of CCs who have way bigger numbers than me, they're just like, oh, you don't really need moderators really like that, because I know you loving on people and stuff like that. You need them to do things. Don't tell your moderators that I don't need you to do anything. You are a content creator. This is a business. And if they don't like being a moderator, if they have to, I don't ask you to drop other people's links. I'll do that myself if I have a panel guest. That's mainly the only time I share out channels. Or if I'm in a sharing mood and I want to boost another content creator's channel, then yes, I will do so. But just happened I had to overlook that. There's just, like I said, there's going to be different changes because you don't really have to do much when you're here. And I appreciate the ones that do, but they like don't tell them to do that. And no, it's not a paid job. But if they want to moderate and they don't, so that's my question to moderators. If you don't want to, and if you don't have time to moderate, just let me know, and I can, remove that because I would never ask any of you to be something that you don't want to be. You don't want to hold a mod stick. Just let me know, and we still good because it's only a stick. Like I really it's not that serious. And this has nothing to do with any of my moderators now that I have. Please, this is not containing to my moderator. Nobody did anything. So please don't think that. This is just me telling you changes to come, right? And I just of course I'm gonna keep my day one moderators. They're there, and most of them are my sky shooters anyway. Some of them are my sky shooters, but it is a nice gesture. If you don't want to, let me know so I can remove them mod stick. But every now and then it would be nice to at least greet the people in here. I know when Muffy and different people come in, they do that anyway, greet them or whatever. But other than that, if there is no other use to have a mod, if they're not greeting people coming in the chat, if they're not here anytime, like you're just not here. Like I'm not talking about um being here all the time because this is not a paid job. So you're free to go and come whenever the hell you please. Rock I don't put that weight on nobody. But the purpose is it does look crazy to just have mods and you are a channel, you're a business and you're growing and they're not greeting no one. They're not doing any of that. And I don't ask of that of you, but what is the purpose of having a mod stick, right? So the things I want to do is make it make sense. Make it make sense. If you have a mod, they're there to do something. If they don't want a mod, then there's no need for them to have a mod. So going forward, that is what I'm looking at. Because it doesn't make sense for people to have control because mods have control over your channel. You know what I'm saying? They could block people, they can do different things when you're on and off of this app without you even knowing that. Well, thank God I don't just hand out mod sticks, right? I have built relationships, social media relationship with most of the mods that I do have. And so well, with all the mods I have. So listen, thank you, Muffy. um so that's that with the mod sticks. I really don't, and I appreciate everybody for doing a lot of things, but that's what I'm going. So if later on down the line and then you happen to see maybe your mod stick removed, please don't get mad at me. I'm just removing it because it makes no sense to have a mod stick if you're not going to do actually help out the content creator because that is what it is for. I know I do give back during the holidays and stuff like that, or different things like that with moderators. But just like I don't owe you anything, you don't owe me anything either, moderators. Y'all don't. Shit, if you don't want to drop my other channel or my other social medias, hey, you don't have to. That's your given right because you don't have to. But that is the purpose of having mod sticks. So that's the only announcement I have regarding that. So if you happen and if you are a mod here and then months later or next week you probably don't see a mod stick, please don't get offended. It is nothing serious like that. It's just that is what it's for. So why give people keys to your door? What, just to see blue? No. And I don't rock like that. So it's not even that serious. But I'm just moving forward because this is, what I want to do on my platform, because I got plenty things in store that I want to move forward with. So that's all. I am not looking to recruit any or replace any of my mods, because they have been good to me. They have been good to me. So I have no complaints. And just looking back, and I think most of that has opened up my eyes when you see and you having events and stuff like that, that you plan out and all of that. God knows people got other places to go. But if you can't, and looking at other people's platform and how things go down, hey Vita Goddess, and how other did I say hey Candy Cane? Yes. Hey Gray. So you gotta listen, treat people how they treat you. That's it. And if they deem you watch and you see how other people do things, and it maybe you just not a good fit for them, and they probably not a good fit for you. And you just move on. So like I said, this ain't containing to my minds at all. But that is what I'm doing moving forward. So that's it. That's all. Because it don't make sense to have a mod stick, and it doesn't. And that's the truth. Um, I do have to learn how to moderate my own channel, to be specific too. So I have to be paying attention. Whether it have other gadgets open, I have so many devices I done paid money for. I got iPads, I got all this other stuff, extra laptops, and all these different things. And I need to use those devices, because who's gonna love your channel more than you? Nobody. Who's going to love your platform more than you? Nobody. So you have to take control of your own life. You can't be dependent on somebody else. But it is nice to have mods who could see things when you are busy and you are doing stuff and busy. You can't see everything. We know that. And that is the reason why you should have mods, so that they can have your back, but not run the channel itself or run your chat. You should be looking at your own chat. And see, as I was saying that, I said, why the heck don't you have your other device up and running so you can see the chat for yourself, right? Because you can't see everything going here. So that's it. That's all, y'all. That's all about the mods. Okay. So my highlight was the poetry competition. Shout out to my girl, okay, Sparky D, for doing that for me, coming through for the culture and judging. Shout out to all of everyone who was a part of that in the temporary mods, just to mention, and everybody who donated to the poetry competition. It was amazing. Right, right. This is your house. This is your house, and you got to protect your house. I don't give out keys to my house, my home in the real world. So you got to be trusted. And thank God I don't do that. I don't just give out, you know, keys to any and everybody. These people I have built social media excuse me, social media relationships with, and that's why they are a part of, my mod team. And I appreciate having them, because they are amazing, right? So that is it, and that's all that is. But yeah, so that's with that, and I ain't going that far enough with anything else. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. um, and it is, yeah, these are the keys to your house, and you're supposed to protect it at all costs. And that's what I'm going to do moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So that was another highlight. Um, Another highlight of 2025 was coming back, getting back into content. I'm telling you, it's rough and it's hard, and recording and doing all those things and cooking while I'm, because I cook anyway, but recording and dropping recipes and doing all that. That is another highlight of my thing, is getting back into the groove of things here. Um, and I'll continue to do such even more. Sip and paint with my members. First of all, starting memberships was the best highlight of 2020. Well, this was a year, so I guess I started my memberships actually in 2024. But seeing my memberships grow, seeing people actually signing up and keeping their memberships. That is a big highlight to show, and I appreciate that y'all showing me so much love, and y'all really getting out getting things out of being a part of the membership. Thank you, Muffy. Hey, Mama Global. Um, and so that was another big highlight of seeing my memberships grow and actually interacting with my members. Oh my God, that's why my internet kept going out. It is going down outside, baby. That snow coming down fast and furious. Oh my goodness. It's going down out there. That's why my internet kept going in and out. My bad. Another highlight for 2025 was the Christmas tree decorated contest. Oh my goodness. That was so amazing. Okay. Thank you, Mama Global. That was amazing. That was exciting. That was the first time I've done something like that. And I did a first of a lot of things, like starting the crafting circle with Ronnie Q. Just read my book, DC Kool-Aid, That Green Vegan. Um, I know I'm missing somebody else, but if I missed your name, sorry. I apologize. Um, the crafting circle, that was amazing because I just started getting into crafting, and I came on here, and actually it will be a year because I did that around Christmas time last year, coming and creating those wine glass globes. um, and then I think we did the heart after that. Creating the crafted circle, that was another highlight of my 2025. And I've been enjoying crafting ever since. That is a new hobby of mine. Indoor gardening. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I just stepped into and I became to enjoy. And the reason why you don't see me doing much of my indoor gardening anymore, because that's a hobby I want to not get tired of. And I want that to be, because I want to eat right. I want to grow my own stuff. Stuff is getting, and I don't want to start making it. I will highlight stuff when I bring it in my kitchen, making recipes with some of the things that I've grown. I'll put up shorts on my JCZ craft vlogs and more. I'll put up shorts because you know that second channel is about what Jill is doing in Jill's world, right? Um, and so I want to, oh, thank you. Just read my book. I appreciate it. All of your events and things you do on your channel are fun, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. Listen, Facebook, y'all watching on Facebook, listen, you need to come on over to YouTube. I think once I build a platform and build back up my channel here on the YouTube streets, I will be coming to YouTube more often, doing more lives, and hopefully some of my on my YouTube channel at Jill's Comfort Zone over there. I will be engaging with you as well more and more. I will probably set up a group that we can share different things as recipes or crafting. I don't know which way I want to go with it. It probably will be more like recipes over there. So stay tuned, Facebook. Let me get my gears back underneath me while I'm doing this over here in the YouTube so I can, build up my stamina. Okay. I have to build up my stamina to be able to bring you more and more content in between. When you're working full time, have a family, and then plus trying to, do business, your own business and stuff, and plus social media, it takes a lot, and it takes a lot to focus. And I'm just trying to get better at that. Hey, Demetra. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing me out. And if y'all could thumbs up the live, I will truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Global. I appreciate you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. What's up, Hood? Hey, girl. Hey. Welcome to the live. Okay, so that was another highlight. So I will be doing more and more of that. 2026, I'm gonna be about my business. Okay, I'm gonna be about my business and trying to do business with some S's on it, businesses. Okay. So I'm going to take my time though. So let me focus on one business at a time. But I'm looking to move forward in 2026. So that's why I'm serious about anything that I put my hands on. And those who know me knows that is exactly how I am. I'm super focused and super ready. And I want some super people. And I'm already building just a mini team. I already, excuse me, I already have a team. Excuse me, y'all, I'm thirsty. I already have a team, which is my children, right? They back me at everything that I do. I'm blessed and thankful to have some young ladies like that. They back me in everything that I do, but they don't get involved as much when it comes to the hands-on stuff. But if it's financial, if it's boosting me up. And sometimes they do come on hands on, help me in the kitchen. They help in cooking and doing all of that different stuff. They do hands on, but I need a team when it comes to, a circle of things of, when I'm playing in the poetry competitions or anything other things that I'm about to branch on, which you'll see more and more of where we are going on this channel. So, and on the other platforms as well. So, but I'm slowly getting into it. So I'm already got me a mini team that I'm looking at, and hopefully those ladies will still be, part of the team and more. I haven't actually asked someone, but I have some other people in mind because you need a team when you're doing different things. What up, Judge Shady? Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for coming through. Hey girl, hey. So you need a team to kind of put together some things, whether it's either how to, expand doing things through Zoom or how to be, put together some other things far as videos and what things look like when I'm creating these things, coming up with different events and stuff. You need a third ear. You need a third ear. I say a third ear, right? Because I already have a second ear, but you need a third and sometimes a fourth as you move on to see how things sound and how it looks. So that's where I'm going with that. Back to school giveaway, I want to start planning. I want to do that. I want that to be a part of my platform every year, but on a different level, right? On a different level. And that's another thing for team wise and have people looking and my shot shooters up there, who watches my channel and reviews some of my stuff and give me input later on. I want them, they also is a part of that. And they also help me decide how do I give away certain things and pick a person because you want to give away to the people who's really supporting you, right? So that's what I want to focus on, my giveaways of who really supports the channel. You can't give to everybody, but damn, the people who really support the channel is who you should be focusing on giving back to. So that's another thing. So back to school giveaway was another highlight for this year. The Jeopardy game night was another highlight. That was my first time doing Jeopardy on that level, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I never did Jeopardy that way, So yeah, I'm looking at how I'm doing my giveaways, less giveaways, less giving out money because you got to start making money to give out money. I've been dipping in my pockets more than I ever got. So I gotta push the gas so I could get an asset check for real. And only way to get an asset check is push out content. If you don't push out content, you ain't gonna get no check. And that's not asking money not from your support, it's from Google AdSense. That's where I want to make my money. So I got to come and bring it. I gotta bring it. I gotta focus on getting my other channel monetized. I gotta start going across the board. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. I think I could get monetized on Facebook. I just haven't done it, you know? So I need to start thinking about getting these extra coins, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much, Vita Goddess. I appreciate that. So yeah, I gotta start tapping into revenue so I can bring more and more to my platform, whether it's new equipment, whether it's more things to figure out how we can help a family who is in need. I'm on it. I'm on it. I got so much that I want to give, but I gotta take one step at a time. So I need to start tapping into revenue outside of pulling from my business and pulling from my personal income. Okay. Because listen, it don't make sense if you over giving and not receiving. But the thing about that too, y'all, is that I do get blessings though. And it may not be financial, so I'm never going to stop giving because you get blessed in mysterious ways. God just send you people in your life that bless you and pour into you in ways that you just can't imagine. And the blessing is not always financial. Blessings could come in all types of packages. You know what I mean? And so far, God have brought forth some great people in my life that has helped me achieve when I'm feeling down, when I feel like I don't want to do something, when I feel like I want to give it all up and say, bunk this social media, people step in and encourage me to keep pushing forward. And so that's a big blessing. That's a big blessing. And even in my private personal life, people come through and just continue in blessing. So I'm never going to stop giving because that's who I am. And I'm not looking for anything back either. But you got to make it make sense. If it ain't making money, it ain't making sense. And if you are continuously spending money, giving out, giveaways ain't cheap. These poetry competitions and all of these things you want to do cost money. So now you're going to have to make the revenue to even keep doing that without dipping into your personal funds. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you something. If you make a business and starting a career and you spending more than you are bringing home, and you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense, and you'll find yourself in a hole. So I that's why I halted some of the things that I was doing. Like I'm not going to do that. It's good to have trivia nights and all that, but it doesn't always have to be. Just like some of the supporters said, it doesn't have to always be money. You know what I'm saying? Why you feel like you come down here and come and have fun with the people who who support you? Why do you think you got to give them a prize just to play Jeopardy, just to play trivia, just to do this, just to do that? If that then that means you paying them to do it? I don't get it. Because you supposed to be doing content that the people want to and involve themselves in. Right. You feel me, Judge Sadie? So I'm moving differently. And that's how you see your real supporters too. You'll see your real supporters by if they're just here for the giving or they're here for the giving. You know what I'm saying? The things that you keep giving all the time. So that is what I'm seeing. So I was blessed, like I said, my girl graduating. We are at 4K subscribers. Yay, I hit that goal. So thank you so much and welcome to all the new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay, I just hope you stick around and I hope don't be afraid to type on my community wall and let me know what else you need to see, because what you laughing for, Judge? And I'm serious. If they're here for the giving or the giving. For real, for real. The giving or the giving, meaning the content that you give, that's something that they can use. Because you'll see that. You'll see that a lot. Thank you, Judge Shady. And so I named all my highlights. I was looking to see if y'all have any highlights that y'all wanted. So those was the highlights. You know, the poetry competition, getting back into creating content, the sip and paint with the comfort crew, the Christmas tree decorating contest, the back to school giveaway, the Jeopardy game night, and crafting circles, crafting with the people. Those was that. And I think I'm gonna bring back the seasonal recipe video challenges, for the seasons, the different seasons, and things like that. So yeah, I love how you figure out ways to make things more interactive. I had a blast with the CC's playing word search. Vita Goddess, yes, I'm trying to do more interactive things. And you'll see more and more of that over there at JCZ Craft Logs, and more over here. I'm getting back to recipes, and most of my interaction will be with the members doing that. And every now and then, I will come out here and pop up and do a trivia, or something like that. So yeah, I'm trying to become get more active with you guys and doing more things, you know. And I think that's the way we got a lot of stress and enough things on our plate that we don't have to focus on, you know, so much negativity. And that's something that I'm really deeply trying to get past. But if you once you know, content creators, y'all know this, if you are a content creator and want, and especially if you do uploads, and you are editing and stuff, you ain't got time for drama, okay? And that's the only reason why I want to do less more lives over here, because I ain't got time to be on no app arguing with people I don't fucking know, okay? Arguing with people and doing all of this, and you ain't, I don't even know you to just dislike you. So if you doing more content, you are less and less to get into conflict. You always gonna have conflict because it's gonna be people who don't. Everybody, somebody gonna find a reason not to like you. Okay, let's just, that's the, but that's a them problem and not you. So if you're doing that, you got less time to really linger. You're busy editing and doing all of that stuff. So you won't linger. And the devil has no way of seeping in. But even though that mofo always try to find a way to sneak in your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you got, we don't praise him or worship that mofo over here. We don't do devil's ground. So that's where I'm at with it, y'all. That is it. I was hoping that some of you guys would share some of y'all 2025 highlights. What highlights for you? What was some of your favorite highlights for 2025? You know, did you do anything different? Did your channel grow? But yeah, I'm gonna focus on the ones who's loving on me because I love it, and that's it. I'm gonna focus on the ones who's loving on me, and I want to stay there with that. All right. So my lunch break is winding down and over with, and I talked. I was looking for some of your highlights, but that's okay. And if you could comment down below and let me know what some of your highlight, leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what some of your highlights of 2025 was. You know, I know God has been good to me. And so I am so thankful and grateful. Thank y'all so much for the congratulations wishes on my daughter's graduation on yesterday. It was beautiful, and that's a blessing. And thank y'all so much for helping me reach my 4K here on YouTube at Jill's Comfort Zone. I couldn't do none of this stuff without you. My channel would not grow without any of y'all. So I am thankful, even for the ones who don't like me, even for the ones who hate watch, and which is crazy to me. But anyway, I'm thankful. I'm thankful and grateful. And I'm looking forward to, we're on to the next step, right? The next milestone. So one step at a time. I'm not going to celebrate every K that I get. I've celebrated. We got a 4K celebration coming up, and I hope to see y'all here. I don't know when, I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm working on that, coming up with an idea of how to come and celebrate the 4K with my supporters. And so the next celebration won't be until we reach 10K. Okay. Because I ain't going to celebrate every K. I'm going to celebrate with y'all by saying we here, we here, we here. But I praise and I'm thankful. And I think I'm going to, may God bless me hitting 10K. And if I push the gas and push out that content, maybe it will come quicker than this 4K came. But I'm all about slow pace too. So what's for me will be for me. Who's not for you is not for you. So if you still around and you still here with Jill's Comfort Zone and JCZ Cry Vlogs and more, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best because without you, it will be no channel. And I'm thankful and most everly grateful for everyone who pour in to my channels and support me 100%. Um, and that's who I'm going to be focusing on is that. So thank y'all so much for all y'all support. And we are on the road to 10K. So if you in for the ride and you here riding with your girl Jill, thank you. And shout out and shimmy to your family and friends and let them know what we're doing over here. All I want to do is love on you. Wow, you love on me. And with that being said, y'all stay sucker free. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. We got Cookmas coming up, which starts tomorrow. So stay tuned for some delicious recipes for 5 days before Christmas. We'll be dropping it. It'll be a group of us, and I'll be sharing those people on my community wall. And with that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Shout out to my moderators, my members, and everybody who joined this live today. And with that being said, Facebook, peace out. Later, y'all. Thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the replay peeps. Peace out.